They played extremely well. Probably playing as well as any team in the league. Really just done a good job in all three phases of the game. They're excellent in the kicking game. Robert's having another good year. Defensively, they're done a good job of playing from ahead, limiting the points. Getting negative plays in the running game, taking the ball away. And offensively, they're at the top of the league in just about every category, starting with scoring. So, well balanced team that's played extremely well over the last couple of months.
We're open with questions. We're going to start with Mike Reese, followed by Ben Volen.
Hey, Bill, with this being the first practice of the week and you guys going through your meetings the last couple days, were you sticking with Cam at quarterback?
Yeah. Mike, we're not answering that question every day. We've been through this for a month.
Totally respect that. I think just with the circumstances changing over the last couple days with the playoffs, that's why I asked.
How about if I let you know if we're going to make a change?
That sounds good to me. Is it partly due to competitive reasons that you don't want to let the Bills know?
Any questions on Buffalo, Mike?
Good, thanks, Bill.
Next question, Ben Volen, followed by Chris Ryan.
Morning, Bill. I do have questions on Buffalo.
Good.
You know Brian Dable pretty well. What do you think of the job he's doing with the offense there?
Yeah, offensively they're very impressive. They look great. They're well balanced. Diggs is having a great year. Beasley's having a great year. Brown's been out. Davis has stepped in and played well. The backs, Moss and Singletary, have both been productive. Allen's been productive. They've scored a lot of points. They're good in the red area. They move the ball and they get the ball in the end zone. They're a very explosive team. They're averaging 35 points a game in the last couple of months. They've been really impressive.
Josh Allen was just named Offensive Player of the Week for the fourth time this season. His numbers are outstanding. You played him as a rookie, then as a second-year player, and now as a third-year player. What kind of development have you seen from him over the years?
Like most players, as they gain experience and gain confidence and get more familiar with the system and the defenses that they see, they improve. So, he's done that. And, again, it's a well-balanced team. They have a lot of good players at a lot of positions, and they utilize them in multiple ways. So they're hard to defend. He's done a good job of orchestrating it and being a key playmaker in the offense.
Next question, Chris Ryan, followed by Dan Roach.
Morning, Bill.
Chris?
Two questions, one on you and one on Buffalo. How would you go about defining, your personal goals for the team over the last couple of games here, and have those goals changed after the post-season elimination?
No, they haven't changed. They never change.
So you're focused on winning, but is evaluation the same in terms of your processes now as it would be if you were competing for a postseason spot?
Pretty much.
And on Buffalo, you talked a little bit about Josh Allen there. How much credit does his growth and development, how much does that have to do with, you think, their overall offensive output? And is him stepping in and being a Pro Bowl caliber quarterback one of the biggest reasons that they are where they are at this point in the division?
Sure. Yeah, sure. I definitely think so.
Thanks.
Next question, Dan Roach, followed by Doug Kyde.
Morning, Bill. Just a thought on what you've seen. I know we talked about Matthew yesterday and Jake Bailey and the job he's done, but also the remarkable consistency from Nick Folk and what you've been able to see from him, especially as the season's going on here. It seems like he's been automatic.
Yeah, Nick's really fallen into a good groove, and again, that's look, a lot of credit goes to Nick. I'm not taking anything away from him. He's done a great job for us. Has been very dependable and consistent. But that's it's a full operation there with Joe and Jake. And so, when the other two parts are good, that makes the kicker's job easier. It's still a hard job, and Nick's done a great job of it. I'm not taking anything away from him, but Jake and Joe have done a good job too. So that whole operation, the consistency, and of those three guys and the execution of that play has been good. But look, Nick's got the biggest part of it, and he's been very consistent. Those balls that you see in the game are what it looks like in practice too. It's a straight right down the middle, and has been very consistent all year. And it's really kind of again, not that it was ever bad, but I'd say it's even gotten a little bit better. It's just consistency has just been outstanding over the last couple of months.
Next question, Doug Hyde, followed by Karen Gregan.
Bill, with Brian Dable running the offense over there, is he carrying over a lot of what you guys do on offense, or is he kind of doing his own thing there in Buffalo?
Well, I mean, look, there are a lot of offenses in the NFL. It's not like every week you go in and we talk about, here's 10 new plays we've never seen before. So, I think there's a carryover from what we've done, what they do, but he certainly has his own mark on it, and the players change it because of their skills and what they can do. And he does a good job of utilizing that. Brian's a good, creative coach. He has plays that, try to take advantage of weaknesses that he sees on the other side of the ball. So that's always been something that he's done a good job of, and I'm sure he'll continue to do that. So that's part of it too. It's game planning.
Thank you.
Next question, Karen Gregan, followed by Phil Perry.
Good morning, Bill.
Hey, Karen.
Hi. I'm just wondering what you've seen from Stefan Diggs and how much his addition has helped and either changed their offense this year.
Well, he's helped it a lot. He's the leading receiver in the league. He's targeted a lot. He's made some great individual plays. At times he's gone up and taken the ball away from defenders, and plays that you think are going to be incomplete passes, and he ends up with the ball. He's a very competitive player. He's good after the catch. He's got strong hands, and certainly can get open with his quickness and his separation and his savvy and his competitiveness. He's a tough kid. So he's added a lot to that team, and going with Brown, Beasley, and and then Davis this year. As a rookie, it's a good productive group. I've gotten Knox back. We didn't play against him in the first game, but he's a very good receiving tight end, and they use Lee Smith as a blocker. They've used him more, so they're good balance, and good skill players across the board. Good backs, good quarterback.
Great. Thank you, Bill.
Yep, you're welcome.
Two final questions, Phil Perry and Bob Sosi.
Hey, Bill, had another Josh Allen sort of follow-up for you. Just, you've obviously seen so many young quarterbacks over the course of your career and coached them and prepared for them. Would you characterize Allen's improvement from last year to this year as unusual at all? It just, you watch him closer than we do, but just some of the numbers, he's below 60% completions the last 2 years, and this year he's close to 70. And I'm just curious if that rate of improvement that the numbers would suggest is unusual in your mind.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things that go into those things. I'm not that focused on individual statistics and all that. I just try to watch the team play, watch the players play, and evaluate how they're playing. There's not saying they're not relevant, but that's not something I would say I'm overly focused on. So
would you say, just from your experience, in general, when it comes to quarterback play, is accuracy something that can be improved relatively significantly over time?
I think you can improve anything if the player, understands what he needs to do and works at it. But I'd say a lot of quarterbacking is certainly accuracy is a part of it, but really I think a bigger part of it is decision making and anticipation. You have to be accurate enough to complete the ball, but the anticipation and the decision making and how quickly to make those decisions and all that, I think those are the things that really a quarterback gains through experience and confidence and repetitions.
And
Thanks,
final
Bill.
question, Bob Sosi. Bob, I think you're muted.
Sorry about that. Good morning, Bill.
Hey, Bob.
I got a question related to the one Karen asked, and you ran down some of the names of other players besides Beasley and Diggs on that offense. In their receiving core, they have 13 different guys, including the backs as well, who've caught touchdown passes this year. I think Kumro was the 13th last week in the win over Denver. How much of that is the result of having guys like Diggs and Beasley who can dictate so much attention or command so much attention and dictate coverage, and then their willingness or the ability to use complementary pieces when they get in scoring range?
Well, yeah, I think, there's certain players on their offense that are going to be more, get more attention than others. But, I'd say how many guys it is, I don't know. I think what you really look at is production. If one guy catches one pass, I don't think you start game planning for that, but you got a guy who's leading the league in receiving. You got a guy that's, converted every third down he's caught this year. Those are the guys you got to do something about. So, I think, some of the other players that are involved, you got to defend whoever's out there. One pass to whoever the 13th receiver is one less to Diggs and one less to Beasley. So, I don't think you game plan for those guys. You have to defend them. You have to defend everybody out there, but you better stop the guys that are putting out the most production. And again, just if I go back, Phil, to your question for a second, I'm not sure I really understand the question, but if you're asking me like a year ago, is Josh Allen sailing a ball over a guy's head by 2 yards, and this year, is he putting it right on the money? Like I wouldn't say that's really the issue, or the whatever if it's 10 percentage points or whatever the numbers were you read out. Like I don't think that's where the 10% is coming from. That's just my opinion. I don't think, I would not say he's an inaccurate passer. But again, like any quarterback with more experience, with more confidence, with more repetitions, anticipation and execution and decision making and all those things, I think that's, if there's been a big improvement in completion percentage, my guess would be that's where a bigger part of it's come from.
Got it. Thanks, Bill. And the change at receiver with Diggs, how much of a factor that has to play into it as well, I would think, right?
Sure. Yeah. Leading receiver in the league. Absolutely.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's it for me. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Coach. Thanks,
Okay.
everyone.
ahead on the Dunkin' app to get running on game day. Whether you're a Patriots fan or a Dunkin' fan. DD Perks members get a $1 medium hot or iced coffee when you order from the app on Patriots game day.
In New England, we are resilient. It takes hard work to earn respect. Sometimes it takes decades. And it always takes someone being on your side.
For over 60 years, this team has transformed itself into a championship organization. For over 160 years, our team has demonstrated a similar mentality. There are no days off. Our front lines are fortified by people who sacrifice individuality for the team. Our shelves are also stocked with the best quality products and ingredients. Our team members know their roles. We're proud to do our jobs. Shaw's, the official supermarket of the 6-time champion New England Patriots.
My Caleb sofa and love seat. With Bob's discount, you get both pieces for just $7.99.
$7.99? Are you joking?
Do I look like I'm joking?
Yes. You look like you're joking.
I'm serious.
Cool.
Get Bob's discount!
Order ahead on the Dunkin' app to get running on game day. Whether you're a Patriots fan or a Dunkin' fan. DD Perks members get a $1 medium hot or iced coffee when you order from the app on Patriots game day.
In New England, we are resilient. It takes hard work to earn respect. Sometimes